谢这个我们的林学长的这个林一堂学长，有一个故事在里面。When I was admitted to political warfare college, that time I knew nothing about what a military life is. So I was, very happy every day. 那些学生们呢，非常的，大家都是鼓励我们呢，学长们呢。Those senior cadets smile at us, taking very good care of us. 他们很高兴，这个照顾我们，要微笑这样。And we thought, well, those senior cadets were really our friends, very close friends. This is not the case at all, because right after we finished our basic training in Taichung, as we came back to Beizhou. The next day, everything changed. 第二天完全的露出真面目，所有的老师、那些学长们全部开始这样打这样子打耳光 ，slap us across the face。然后要不然呢就叫我们呢就是匍匐前进，然后 climb all the way. There were a lot of pebbles, so it really hurt a lot as we just crawl around. 所以我们当时在爬的时候很难过。晚上的时候，我们还站卫兵 ，we had to stand on guard。那么在这种情况之下呢，所以呢 ，I started to cry， 我就开始哭了。And then right after I, left my post as a guard， 我就离开了岗位之后呢 ，I began to write a letter， 就开始写一封信。这封信呢这样写的，这怎么写呢？说 Dad。I think I've made a very big mistake. I'm now confined in a jail. 那我现在整个呢是在一个这个监牢笼子里头这样子哈。I want to go out. Please help me. Come and save me. Okay. I promise you, next time I ever have a chance to study, I'll do the best I can, and I'll be admitted to National Taiwan University. 好了吗？好，感谢你。结果呢，那么我们的这封信呢 ，this letter， 就是没有寄到给我爸爸，寄到我们的学长的手上。我们的学长呢就讲了，我是彰化人，我是初二毕业，初二入伍，还没有初中毕业。然后呢，我随营补习。得到了高中文凭，得到了初中文凭、高中文凭，然后呢，以考政战学校为荣。那么他说：“师兄，也就是说林学长讲一句话，你可以把这个环境变成一个天堂，那就是读书。所以影响我的一辈子。我的好同学，我的好学长，都会给我这样鼓励，非常棒，真的让我非常非常的感动。那么我们知道我们的。”这个张老师、张梦瑞也特别在这边写到这样的事情。现在我之所以要讲英文呢，因为我们在这里头打不开这样子还是。那最主要是因为我写好的充满了感性，所以呢，我必须要把它是念出来，不见得这样子。OK， 还是打不开，出来了，文件。因为这里头我特别感谢的很多很多的老师，所以我就很这个呢慎重的，我现在就开始要这样讲啊。Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here in celebration of the 30th anniversary of the founding of the Ivy League Publishing Company. First of all, my gratitude should go to every staff member of our company, be he or she an editor, a graphic designer, a broadcasting director, a marketing member, or a customer service member. Best of all, and most important of all, I'd like to thank Jennifer over there, that young lady over there, who worked with me on the American English course series for English learners in China back in the 1990s. You remember that, right? Yeah. So, time really flies. But then pretty young girl, you're still very beautiful. Who received her higher education at Columbia University at UCLA, has now become a mature woman with a family of her own. She and her better half have an adorable son. If I remember correctly, he's about 2 years old now. A year and a half, okay, to be exact. Special thanks should also go to Mr. Bruce Backno over there. That young man, please stand up. Okay? You can tell how young he is. Well, you know, he is very special. He recently retired from his teaching job at Taiwan University. He was also involved in the English teaching project for China National Radio. This project turned out to be a huge success. Okay, so we remember every day we worked together, you know, you always gave me a hard time. I remember that, okay? Well, many of the famous politicians and businessmen today in China used to be our listeners, such as Ma Yun, who is an English teacher turned entrepreneur. I want to thank Mr. Bruce Backno again in particular, keep that in mind, okay, for teaching me the importance of being punctual. You find me $1,000 NT. Remember that? Okay. $2,000, okay. I was late for 5 minutes only. I remember that every single minute. I'm not going to tell you the story in detail on this occasion. I feel a little bit bashful. Anyway, I also want to thank him for introducing to me Karen. Karen, please stand up. The ever elegant and eloquent lady. Working with her was thrilling and inspiring because I could always learn something new from her. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably didn't know that Karen and I went to the same school in the States. Okay, so the University of Minnesota, Minneapolis, where she was an undergraduate and I was a graduate student at that time. I gave up my graduate studies halfway upon learning that my wife's health was deteriorating because of her renal disease or kidney problems. Karen has a strong passion for learning languages. Not only does she speak Chinese, you know, she speaks Mandarin just like us. 她讲中文跟我们讲的一模一样的。哎 ，Karen， 我这样讲有没有错？你讲不出来，他有一次讲话说，啊他妈个巴子，好累啊！我开玩笑，讲得非常非常棒。Yeah, well, actually, you know, I envy her in that she knows how to enjoy life and stay slim and healthy, no matter how busy she is. You know, she's my role model, actually. Following Karen, other great teachers came later on, including Wesley. Wesley is special because, you know, he graduated from what we call a junior college, okay, you know, called Zhuan, and he studied on his own. He worked his way up, and then finally he was admitted to National Taiwan University. And he became a professor about 3 years ago or 4 years ago. You're really something. Okay, and also we have, you know, Angela. Angela, where are you? Okay, all right, okay. Laurie over there, yes. I wish you good health. Yeah, keep on going. Okay, Laurie's very beautiful. And Chris, over there. Chris has got a very beautiful voice, magnetic voice. Like that young man over there, Anthony. And many others, okay? Without the devotion of our staff members and the support of you teachers, you know, our publishing business wouldn't be what it is now. Especially at a time when the economic downturn, you know, let's say, I hated to mention that the chaotic political situation have seriously hit the market, especially as far as publishing business is concerned. Even so, I'm proud to tell you that today the Analytical English magazine still accounts for 85% of the whole market island-wide. Let me also tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that 5 years ago we set up our branch office in Nanning, Guangxi. We did so simply because we have come to the understanding that we see no bright future here in Taiwan, or sadly to say, unless some miracles happen. Keep in mind that the population in China is close to 1.4 billion today. Every year, up to 17 million babies are born, thanks to the 2 baby per family policy. This means that the amount of money spent on education in China is rapidly rising. What's even more noteworthy is that online education platforms in such fields as language teaching, finance, entertainment, fashion design, to make just a few, are springing up across China. People must pay today. They must pay to acquire knowledge. This was not the case just a couple of years ago, but now things have changed. They already learned to abide by the law. I think this is very good. I'm glad to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the figure is sure to get bigger year by year. That's why the other day I told Bruce, the young man again, that we'll publish a brand new American English course series in about a year. If we are called the first generation of English teachers in our company, then the second generation is being trained or to be trained. So Bruce, stay fit and ready for more tortures in years to come. Okay? Under that. Okay. These young people, the second generation includes Johnny Wu, who under my apprenticeship for more than 15 years is now able to host English teaching programs on the net with a huge following in China. And other Chinese editors like Tammy Xu, Joe over there, I feel very happy to see you. Okay, you're very good, okay? Say hi to your mom. Okay. Helen Chen and Jeff Wang. Jeff, where's Jeff? Yeah. I like you very much. You're really something. I like you. Thank you very much for everything. Joanne Chen. Joanne? Oh yeah, over there. I told you several times I like you very much. Bruce's disciple, Anthony, and many others, of course. We're gaining in popularity across the Chinese mainland. I believe in the foreseeable future, I believe analytical English will become a household name as it has here in Taiwan. Thank you. And God bless you all. Thank you very much.